Good morning, children. Hope all are in good health. Stay safe. Today, I am going to take second unit. The topic is forces and motion. There are many things around us. Some are in motion and some are not in motion. So, when an object moves, we say that it is in motion. Only by applying force, we can bring the object into motion. You have studied in earlier classes that push or a pull result in some motion of the object. For example, when we open the door, or when we kick the football, or when we lift our school bag, there is some push or pull which is involved in motion. Now we will see what is rest and what is motion. Suppose there is a book on your table. The book is kept in the middle of the table. Is the book moving? No, it is not moving. It is at rest. If you push the book to one side of the table to clear space for keeping a notebook, then you will say the book is moving. Earlier, when the book was at the same place with respect to the table, we say the book was at rest. But when the book was pushed from one place on the table to another place, you say it was moving. Next one is one activity. In this activity, you have to identify whether it is a push or pull that result in motion. In the first picture, you can see a girl drawing water from a well. One end of the rope is tied to the bucket and another end of the rope, the girl is holding it. Is she pushing or pulling the rope? She is pulling. So the answer is pull. In the second picture, you can see a man pushing his vehicle. So what is he doing? Pushing or pulling? Pushing. So the answer is push. In the third picture, you can see a boy playing with the old tire. He's having a stick in his hand and trying to push the wheel. Not wheel, the tire. So what is he doing? Is he pulling it or pushing it? Pushing. So the answer is push. In the second row, first picture, you can see a girl sitting in a swing and a boy pushing. So this boy is, what is he doing? He is pushing the swing. So is it a push or a pull? Push. In the next picture, you can see a bullock cart. A man is holding the rope and he is trying to stop the bullock cart. So is he pulling or pushing? He is pulling the rope. So the answer is pull. In the last picture, you can see a man holding a hammer in his hand and trying to hit on the head of the nail to insert inside a wall. So you see pushing the nail or pulling the nail? He is pushing the nail. So the answer is push. Next, according to this given picture, you have to observe the situation. Okay. Now, according to this picture, a man in the boat is dash with respect to the bank of river. He is at dash with respect to the boat. Now the man in the boat, what he is doing? He is moving with respect to the bank of the river. So the man in the boat is moving with respect to the bank of the river. At the same time, he is at rest with respect to the boat because he is sitting in the boat as he is moving. So the man is rest with respect to the boat. So the answer is the man in the boat is moving with respect to the bank of river. He is at rest with respect to the boat. Now we will see how rest and motion are related. For example, take a book and keep it on a table. Now, is there any motion for the book? No, the book is at rest. Same way, our earth is also rotating on its own axis. Therefore, the table along with the books must be rotating. Is it so, children? We are also moving along with the earth. Therefore, from the point of view of ground on which we stand, the book is at rest. Similarly, while we are traveling in a speeding bus, we feel that the poles and the trees seems to move backward and the things inside the bus are stationary. So, all the things that are rest can be seen as in motion from a different point of view, and all motions can be seen as rest from a different perspective. An object may appear to be stationary for one observer and appear to be moving for another observer. An object is at rest in relation to a certain set of objects and moving in relation to another set of objects. This implies that rest and motion are relative. Next, we'll see how the things are moving. Things move with push or pull of an object. For example, when we kick a ball, it moves. When we push the book on the table, it also moves. When a bullock pulls a cart, it moves. So, motion occurs when the object is pulled or pushed by an agency. How does a motion occur? Motion occurs when the object is pulled or pushed by an agency. In our day-to-day life, we draw water from the well, isn't it? With a bucket. Or the animal pulls the bullock cart. That is, a person or animal that is an inanimate, a person or animal is an animate agency that does the pushing or pulling. Sometimes we see a tall grass in the meadow dancing in the wind, or a piece of wood moving down a stream. What happens? Pushes or pull? We know that blowing wind and flowing water is the cause for it. So sometimes the push or a pull can be due to the inanimate agency. So forces are push or pull by an animate or inanimate agencies. See, when we draw water from the well with the help of a bucket or the animal pulling a bullock cart, in both the cases, the forces is executed by touching the body. So this type of force we can call it as a contact force. Now, we can see a coconut falls to the ground. Coconut falls to the ground due to gravity, not in contact force. So the gravity pulls the ripened coconut from the tree to the ground. Another example, bring a magnet near the small iron nail. Suddenly the nail gets sticked on with the magnet. Here, the magnet and the nail does not touch each other. Still, there was a pulling force that made the nail to get attached towards the magnet. So, in both the examples, we can see that the force is applied without touching the object. Such forces are known as non-contact forces. Now, the forces can be classified into two major types. They are contact forces and non-contact forces. Examples for contact forces are wind is making a flag flutter and a cart pulled by a bullock. Another example for non-contact forces are magnetism and gravity. Now, what happens when we apply a force on an object? For example, take a book, keep it on the table. Now the book is at rest. Now you push the book on the table. The book begins to move. Before the book was at rest, only after we pushed it, the book moves. So, the application of force in an object results in motion from a state of rest. By applying force in an object results in motion from a state of rest. In this picture, we can see a batsman striking the ball and a man crushing a balloon. First, what happens when a batsman hits a ball? The ball is already in motion, but when it got struck with the bat, the speed of the ball increases and the direction of the ball also changes. By the application of force results in change in speed and change in direction. Next, crushing a balloon. There also we have to apply the force. The object changes on application of the force. So, application of force in an object results in expansion or contraction. So, the application of force in an object results in expansion or contraction. Now in this picture, you can see a man trying to stop the cart from moving. Here the person is applying force to stop the cart. So when the force is applied against the direction of the motion, the speed can be reduced or even the motion stopped completely. Now we'll see what are the effects of force. Forces can change the state of body from rest to motion or motion to rest. Second, it can either change the speed or direction or both the body. It can also change the shape of the body. Now once again, shall I repeat it? What are the effects of forces? Forces can change the state of body from rest to motion or motion to rest. It can either change the shape, speed or direction or both the body. It can change the shape of the body. Now assignment. First question, what is force? Second one, what happens when you apply a force on an object? Third one, name the two major types of forces. Fourth one, give two examples for contact and non-contact forces. Fifth one, what are the effects of force? Now, activity. In this activity, you have to fill in the empty spaces and give some examples for contact and non-contact forces. With this, I end this class. Thank you. Have a nice day.